Hello, it's David from Teach Me Money Methods, and this might be a little bit of a surprise to my subscribers. As you know, I've put out over 130 videos without showing my face on camera, and now one of my goals in 2021 was to put myself on camera. And so if I'm a little awkward or it's a little different, the video is a little different, then just bear with me. I'm sure I'm going to get better at being on camera. If you haven't done it before, you should try it out as well. I thought that this would be a good way for you guys to get to know me even more closely, so you can actually get to know the voice behind those 130 something videos. And I've taught a lot of people about coloring book creation, about making money with private label rights, and YouTube and all kinds of different stuff. I have a lot of students enrolled in my premium courses. And now this is your chance to get to know me on another level. So you can drop a comment below with some laughs for my first video like this. Please drop a comment below and just let me know what you thought, if you like this style of video and me being on camera. So let's jump in to today's topic. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the top KDP coloring book niches for 2021. So as you can see right here, we're going to look at this picture. And you can see by the thumbnail there, I picked these out, and all of these books had BSR's best sellers ranking. Like I think one of them was like 8,000. The rest of them were under 1,000. So all these books were like under 1,000 or very, very low BSRs, which they're selling like crazy. Some of them have been on the Amazon platform for over a year, so it wouldn't necessarily be new or a new niche. I know that, well, the second one over here, the Farting Animals coloring book, is a newer niche, and this book is killing it. Everywhere I look, this book is showing up. They're doing crazy advertising. You can type anything into Amazon that has to do with a coloring book, and this book shows up. So they're doing a pretty blanket type advertising campaign. But you can see, obviously, unicorns, anything unicorns, whether it's adult or kids, is a big niche. And yes, it's competitive, and this video is not about no competition niches. This is about the most profitable niches. And if you can find a way to tap into these niches, you can make full-time income from one book. You can make $2,500 or more a month from one book if you can get it ranked and making the sales that the niche has a demand for. So all these niches have great demand. You can see I had this coloring book for adults, relaxation, with the flowers. Flowers are huge and continue to be. Many shoppers in this niche for coloring books are women, and so they are going to buy a lot of the floral type stuff. And then you have swear word coloring books. This one is not a new book, but I put it on there because it is one of the top ranking books. I think it's inside under 1,000. We can look at these certainly, but most of these books, like I said, are ranked very low, 1,000 or less. A couple of these books were ranked like 500 or something like that. And so you have unicorn, you do have toddlers and educational type coloring books that will do well too. You have the floral adult coloring books, the farting animals, the swearing words. So these are some big niches. And so now what I want to do in this video is show you how you can kind of research these top selling niches using a couple of different tools. And one we're going to jump into, we're going to use a free tool to do this. So if we come up here, we're on the Amazon platform, and we type in coloring book. Now, if you type in coloring book, you're going to see all the basic keywords that Amazon suggests, but I have a special tool installed called Self-Publishing Titans. It does come with a suite of 2 free tools, so anybody can use these, and they really are becoming the most popular tools, especially free tools to use. They'll give you the BSR's rankings, quickly, and they will give you a lot of research that you wouldn't otherwise see. And so when we look over here, we see all these different, another 40 or 50 different niches that we could go into. What I like to do is do coloring book and then do 4. Now you have 4 adults, 4 kids, 4 toddlers, for, boys, 4 to 8, all that kind of stuff. But so what this tool does is it really opens up a ton of different coloring book niches, and you could pick one. If it's showing up over here, coloring book for adults, you can click on coloring book for adults on the primary, and that's just going to take you to, there's over 50,000 results. So this is a very competitive niche, but it also is one of the highest demand niches. Now, obviously there's Jade Summer coloring books, one of the most successful coloring book publishers on Amazon, and their book's going to show up all over the place for adult coloring books. But you have some of these coloring books that, like this one right here. Not going to say that word on here, but this one right here, I've brought this one up before. It's really a pretty ugly design in my opinion. And somehow they got into this niche before anybody else did, and their book is ranked 311 out of all books on Amazon. Crazy. How many sales are they actually making because of that? Well, you can come over and just go into Amazon if you don't know how to do this, and just type in, KDP sales calculator, and there's a couple different ones that show up, and I believe there's another one that I like, but you can go to this TCK Publishing is the one that I like. Yeah. And so we're going to come down over here and we're going to go select book, and the bestsellers rank. We're just going to come over here, and it was 311. So click back over here, 311 in books, and then push the calculate sales. So they are making 4,000 sales, almost 5,000 sales a month. So if you just take the calculator out and you put that over here. So if you take 4,838, 4,838, and you times that by, they're probably making about $2, I'd say, per profit per book. So they're making almost $10,000 a month from this one coloring book. Now, I'm not saying that, everyone's going to have the shot at getting their book to rank 300 in all of Amazon. But even if you can get your book ranked in the top 10,000 and get a couple books ranked there, you will be, doing really well. So this one right here, the swear words, I had that on my image over here. We have swear words over here as well. That's still a really big niche. And this is how you can do your niche research just to see what is really selling. If you type in coloring book for adults or coloring book for kids, and then all you have to do is just scroll down and start looking at the BSRs, those are sponsored ads, but then this will tell you the story of what's ranking high. This tells you all the books that are ranking high. So this would be the simplest way. So here's one of the covers. Here's another one of the covers. Look at all these are under 1,000. Like I said, 614, 750, and 205. All these books I put on that, the thumbnail for the video, and with good reason. And so you just keep going down, and you can see one of the books that stands out. It's not the nicest cover, but it still does stand out to me because it's this drinking animals coloring book, and it has this llama one, and they've managed to get theirs to almost 1,000. So yeah, you can look over here, stoner coloring books doing well, and so forth. So you're seeing a theme. There's also this adult motivational swear words book as well. So that one does really well, and it's ranked 800. So as you can see, all these books are still the top sellers for the adult coloring book niche. Last but not least, I'm going to show you another way you can do some research as well. You can go to Helium 10. I'm just using the free membership right now. The membership starts at $100. I believe they're running a sale right now for 30% off any plan. I've been thinking about getting Helium 10, but I'm using the free version right now. So I've just signed in, and there's some really cool tools on this platform. But one that I like to play around with is the black box. So you can come into black box, and then you can do different things right here. So you can actually go to products. You can use the keywords, competitors, niche, all that kind of stuff. But I use products or keywords. So if you go to products, and then you can select books, then it will make sure that all the results are just books. You can put in different ratings over here. Since we're not worried about the reviews or the review rating or count or price, I'm just looking at the minimum monthly revenue. Let's look at books that have a minimum that they're making, let's say $7,000 per month. We want to look at books that are making $7,000 or less. And then you can also go over here and title keyword search. You can put in something right here like adult coloring book. I'm just going to put adult, and we're going to look at those KDP publishers that like to put the word adult in there. I want to see, this is going to be adult coloring book type stuff. We already know I don't really have to put adult coloring book in there because we already narrowed it down by books. I actually will do adult coloring. So we'll put coloring in there, and then let's see. Another thing that you can do is the best sales period. We can go back, we can even look at January, what's selling, or we can go back to 2020 and go to December of 2020 and look at the entire month. What was the biggest sellers, and push search. And then the tool is going to go out there and do a bunch of research for us. And now check this out. It's going to tell you monthly sales, 767 sales on this one. It's a Doodle Dragons adult coloring book. And I'm not sure if I can do this on the free version. Yes, you can. Monthly sales. Okay, monthly sales. So check this out. On that first page, when we come back over to Amazon, right, you could see that book is at the top over here. So this also shows you that the Helium 10 is very accurate in its information. So when we typed in adult coloring books, one of the top books that shows up, and it is not a sponsored ad, is ranked 896, and it's this one. So we come over here and you can see that it's estimating how many monthly sales, what their revenue is. They're saying that this revenue is 233,000. The BSR is 830. So that's very accurate, very close to what we're seeing. And so you have this book here, and then you can scroll down and you can look and see all these different niches, the coloring books for adults relaxation, the flower designs book. All these books are doing really well. So these are the books that in 2020, so 1 month ago in December of 2020, a full month of sales, these are the top coloring books for adults on the Amazon platform that are selling. And so this allows you to also look at those niches. And then what you can do in order to get in the niche, you got two things you can do. You can either create a similar book and try to do something at least 10 to 20% different than a book that you're looking at. Obviously, don't copy the title, don't copy the cover, nothing like that. Make sure it's unique. And then what you can do is you're going to be kind of attacking, you want a sales budget, a marketing budget, and you're going to need to do some ad spend. Maybe you can budget $100 to $300 in a month just for that one book. If you believe that it is high enough quality to compete, then that's a way that you can kind of dip into this niche. Now, if you want to go a different route, you can take any of these books and try to do 10 to 20% of a brand new niche on top of that. So, you know, you would take the niche, but then maybe try to narrow it down and like niche down a little bit. I might make a video on how to niche down based off of a higher parent niche, and that would be for another video. So those are some things that you can do. Okay. So I hope that you enjoy this video, this new style. I'm on camera. Here we go. And just want to share more with you guys. And remember, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Drop a comment below and say, hey, I watched your whole video. David, you know, kind of nice to meet you on video for the first time. And, you know, if you want to laugh at me or just give me a comment on what you thought of the video. Do you like this style of video or not? If you're new to the channel, you know, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more content like this. So until next time, take care.